All right, so in the last few videos that, well, one of them didn't go too well. We are re-recording it. The other one is almost edited. And this is the final one, which is with you that got first place. I just started recording, but we were talking and you played at Center, Ancient Surprise.
That's right.
All right.
At represent.
uh, I don't know. If something we can start with the deck list. I can put it up during editing with the pictures that were sent in Discord.
Oh, just to clarify, the picture that I sent on Discord, I got from the Wixosstore. There's one little mistake in that there's two Maid Marians there, but there should only really be one.
Mm-hmm. All right. Do you wanna talk like a bit in general about your picks of the deck, the cards you used, what was the most helpful stuff, and what do you are you thinking about changing anything?
I've actually already changed a little bit of my deck, but I would say that in terms of the non-main deck, the Elrigs are really helpful.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like a lot of people who look at my deck might be a bit confused on how it works. And like, I've had some people ask about how there's like consistency, like how's it consistent, stuff like that. So if
Mm-hmm.
you look at the Elrigs, you might see and understand that a little bit. Other than the Elrigs and the pieces, I would say my Shub is really nice. I really appreciate her. I actually put three of them in here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, she's really useful for even if I don't use the double crush and the vanish ability. Well, even if I, even if the if yeah, so even if I don't use the double crush ability, because she can vanish potentially on attack, it might cause the opponent to, or force the opponent to use their defensive Elrigs, which saves me some mana because I don't actually attack. And I also want to say, surprisingly, my dual colored cards are really, really useful
Mm-hmm.
because they work. They, in terms of turn one, they protect against possible Romale's attacks,
Mm-hmm.
and they also act as a dual enter, and they also act in conjunction with my rainbow towel. So
Mm-hmm.
there's that. I have a lot of cards in my deck, so a lot of
Yeah.
them are pretty useful.
Mm-hmm.
um, yeah, and oh, Lancelot, of course, Lancelot and Romeo, very staple in a lot of no limit decks and very useful for my deck too.
Mm-hmm.
Um, let's see. Polygenesis I also use pretty like sometimes when I need to get a servant out because I enercharge a lot. So there's a pretty decent chance that I'll get a servant inside my enter zone, so it helps me pull it back out.
Mm-hmm.
I stole Deafening Inferno also from No Limit, so sometimes I use that. Yeah, I mean, I could go. I could talk about like, I have a lot of cards, so I could just go on with that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Something that I saw on your list that, well, I haven't seen usually in a lot of lists is like a lot of one offs and two offs. Yeah, I guess people don't usually run like too many one offs and two offs. Is there like a specific reason or?
When you say one off or two off, do you mean the level one Signy and level two Signy, or?
Oh no, like just a certain card, just one of them. Usually,
Oh,
well, I've
oh
seen
yeah.
a lot more people playing like play sets or maximum three, and you have
Yeah,
like.
yeah. Yeah, like my Neon Tetra or my Brave card. Some
Mhm,
of them I put in my deck because I wanted to try them out. Because this is,
mhm,
I was playing with not necessarily like my highest potential of my deck, but like I did want to try some things out.
mhm,
Um, Another reason is because of my Elrigs, I'm drawing a lot. So I have the potential to possibly draw like 8 extra cards over someone who doesn't have any extra draws. Because
mhm,
my level one, two draws, sorry, potentially three draws for Towel. And then her second one, another two. And then my Umer is another two. So I can draw a lot of cards. So the chances that I'll hit like a level 1 card is higher than if there's no draws.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and some of it is because I play them not necessarily for their ability, but because of their color and that they're a level 1 Signy and they fit the life burst. So, like Maid Marian, like if you were to look at my deck, I only actually have 2 other Brave cards. So her ability is not that useful. But she's a green Signy, which helps me in the case that I need to level up my center, or if I need a green Enter. And then she also, if I put 2 level 3s down, and I haven't grown all of my assists, she acts as that level 1 Signy. So their abilities aren't. I'm not necessarily always using my cards for their abilities.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. So for colors and well, why you said the reasons you said.
Yeah. I'm using a lot of enter in my
Yeah.
deck. I use a lot of high enter cards.
Did you start playing in the English format, or did you ever try out when the game was still only in Japanese?
No, I only did the English one. I found out about it back in November, so I've only been playing since then.
I think I only found out well, I think I found it or in November or December. I can't even remember how. I just know that I found about it. I remember when I was younger and I watched the anime when it came out, I
You
believe.
watched the anime too?
Yeah, and when I watched it for the first time, I was like, man, I would like this game to be real. I would like to play it. But I never found out that it was in Japanese. Like, I didn't know. And like a few months ago, I found out that it had cards in Japanese, and I thought, maybe I should like try collecting them or something, but never like went forward with it because ordering from Japan and all of that stuff. And then I literally found out that it had an English format, because I didn't even knew the news about that it was coming out. But yeah, I was happy and I tried it out. Ordered a deck that still didn't arrive yet, but
Oh
hopefully,
man.
hopefully this week.
Yeah, hopefully. Pretty quickly.
Yeah.
I found out about it. Well, I actually watched the anime too, a
Mhm.
long time ago, and I really love the anime. And I also was like, I wish it was there was a card game out, and I also didn't know that there was a Japanese one.
Yeah.
Pretty similar. I super loved Wixoss. And then back in November, I actually found out about it by chance because I was looking at the Discord of our local game store, and someone said something like, like, are you gonna have the Wecross packs or something? And I was like, Wecross packs? Wecross, like, is this the Wecross anime that I'm thinking about Wecross? So like I looked it up and I was like, whoa, it's coming out. And I was like, oh wow. So I just by chance, by luck, found out about it, and
Yeah.
now I play it. So I'm pretty happy that one little chat, that one little
Yeah.
message.
It was
Yeah.
enough.
it
Sometimes
was
just a
luck.
little, yeah, sometimes just a little thing is enough.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah.
So you're talking about your local game store. So your local game store runs Wicross? Or
We do tourneys like every Thursday, so that's nice. Yeah.
wish I
And
could.
shout out to my local game store owner. He is super nice. He's Steven from Turn Zero. He's a really nice store owner.
All right. You might, in the end, if you want, you can like tell me the name or anything, the store, and I'll put it down below. Something if anyone wants to go there and play some games. Sure.
Oh yeah, Turn Zero Games, back all the way in Los Angeles.
Right. So, this deck, have you been playing this build of the deck in your locals too, or this one was a bit
I
different?
always, well, no, I shouldn't say always. I almost always play at. I enjoy playing her. I enjoy my deck a lot. So I always play her. I do have a no limit deck, which is where I shipped some of my cards from, obviously. But I really like playing the assist Elrigs too.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually built this deck specifically because I wanted to play the really expensive card, the Harmonic Call, like
Mm-hmm.
expensive in terms of energy.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't always get to play it. But it's fun. So yeah.
All right. Well, sure. Let's go into this one. We talked about the deck and everything, and you said that some people might think your deck is a bit strange and everything. I guess we
Yeah,
already, yeah, I guess we already picked a bit on this, but like as we talked, there are a few cards that you don't usually see in other decks, right? We picked a bit on it while talking about this. And what did you end up playing against in the tournament, like on the 5 rounds that the tournament went through?
the teams consisted of Card Jockey, Sanbaka. I actually played against another app player, and I also played against another Red Towel. So Red Towel, I don't know if you know, but Red Towel back in set 0 was like the strongest deck,
Mm-hmm.
and then I think it was rivaling set 1, but I don't see much of any Red Towels these days. But yeah, those were the teams that I played against.
Mm-hmm. Were there like any really difficult matchups or?
Oh, yeah, some of them are really like pretty close. Um, some of them like I was able to win because of a folklore burst. Well, I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't necessarily say win, but like it definitely gave me a little bit more time to like survive for the next round, which is really important. Um, there's been a time where I was on my last life, and because I pulled Kagetsuchi, I was able to get that one extra enter I needed to play my harmonic call because she pulled out a black saddle from my trash, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
sweet, now I can do my harmonic call and end the game with a bang. Um, and I actually almost managed to like I actually had the ability to do a 7 in a terms of life cloth, a 7-0 match where I would have killed them without losing any life. It was the other
Oh.
person was kind of unlucky, I have to say.
Yeah,
They
if
were
I was in
a bit
their
lucky.
place, I would be like, all right, sure.
Yeah. Um, I could have done it if I used my future code, but I didn't. But I could
Mm-hmm.
have done it. But yeah, and the what's it called? The last one I played against the real Quaid. Um,
Mm-hmm.
he was using actually Sampaka. That was pretty close too. Both matches, because it was a best of 3, were pretty close, but I managed to win
Mm-hmm.
out with a little bit of luck and a little bit of card stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, I talked with him like I can't even remember, a few days ago for the interview too, and we talked a bit about the matchup and everything. I
Mm-hmm.
think next turn.
Okay.
I think I don't know if next tournament or the one in March, because that's when the new stuff comes out. I think he's
Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah he's thinking about bringing a
Oh,
different
it's
deck.
not March. It's May 20. May 20.
Yeah.
It's the same day as my mom's birthday, so I remember.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know
But yeah.
if he will bring new stuff. He has another deck that he's thinking about using, that he likes more. But
Mhm.
yeah, I don't know if he's gonna try it out in this in this month's tournament, or if he's just gonna wait for the next one.
Mhm. Yeah. I'm actually interested in trying to build a like bang teamless deck. I think that would be
Mm-hmm.
pretty cool because um she has a lot of enter charging, and she gives land when as a center, and she doesn't have that many drawbacks as a like teamless
Mm-hmm.
card.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty interesting. Um, but I'll see.
Yeah. So as you were saying before, you have made already a few changes to the deck
Mhm.
after the tournament.
And I do plan on making some more changes. Like for example, I think I have a little bit more blue enter than I need.
Mm-hmm.
So I might switch out some of the blue cards like the Neon Tetra. I don't really necessarily need that, I think. I took out one of the more expensive spells because I haven't been able to use it so far. But I might put it back in because if I take out the blue cards, I can get more red enter. And then if I get more red enter, then I can use it. It was what was it called? It was the 6 red enter one where it clears the opponent's Signy board. And because I get a lot of enter, I don't want to necessarily say a lot. I still always feel like I don't have enough enter. But yeah, I get some enter, so sometimes like more expensive cards I can use. Yeah.
Well, we've talked a bit about almost everything that I had on the side. Is there anything else that you'd like to mention or talk about, or from the tournament or the decks or game in general?
I want to say shout out to all the people who I played with. I really enjoyed playing with them. And also, some of the cards that I got from my deck were because some people were very nice and gave me some extra commons or rares that they had. So I also want to say thank you to all those people who gave me those. And also, I would encourage more people to try At because I think she's pretty cool.
All right. Let's see if more people pick it up. I think I've been trying to build a few decks because I'm still really bad at, well, not really bad, but not as good at building, deck building. So I've been asking a few people on a Discord server called Card Games, and sometimes I ask there and everything. And something that I've been trying, I've tried Diagram. Well, Diagram I've built. I've tried Uchu, and I was trying Umr Mid, Umr Center.
Umr Center, That's
Yeah, I'm trying that out.
How is the Umr one going?
Uh,
Like I know there's a little bit. I would say it's a little bit trickier to build.
yeah, it is. Well, I've talked with someone from there, and it was a bit like, as he was telling me, the deck uses a lot of non LB cards, so it gets a bit out of space for some stuff. So yeah, he helped me out with a build, but I still have to try it out online, probably on Cockatrice or something. And then let's see.
Or do you have a local game store?
What? Sorry.
Do you have a local game store?
Nope.
Oh, that so sucks.
In my country, there isn't a single store with Wixoss.
Oh, the whole entire country.
Yeah, and the closest card shop that I can go to play any other card game is a 3 hours drive from where I live.
Oh, dang. That's so far. Wow.
Yeah.
Do you live like in like a non-city-ish area?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay,
Like
that makes
the, well, I think my country doesn't really have much on card games. It has a lot, but I don't know. Well, from the center of the country up, there are like a few stores that I know of, probably more than I don't know of. But I live from the middle down, and here there is like nothing, basically.
Man, come to California. There are plenty of card game stores here. Come to Toronto. No, actually, there are 2 card game stores near me, each 30 minutes away, that both hold Wixoss tournaments.
That's pretty
So,
cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've talked with some other people, and they have like stores really close to them, and I'm like, yeah, I wish I could have some too. Because
hit on your local game store. Tell them to buy some Wixoss.
yeah, I should. I know. Well, I've bought from a few of them, so I should ask.
Get that rep.
Yeah, I come from Vanguard, and but even then, I only went to like one tournament. It's like
Mm-hmm.
so long, it's like such a long way away from here that, well, driving is painful for like 3 hours there and 3 hours back.
That's like your whole entire day just in, or like half a day pretty much just in driving.
Yeah. And
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
then there was once the tournament I went, I picked a train the day before, went to a cousin's house that is close by, and then on that day I went to the tournament. When it finished, I went to the train and came back home.
Mm.
Just like
Oh
that.
no,
Yeah, and then
just like that.
I started working and I didn't have any more time for that.
Oh yeah, man, that sucks. Yeah. I
Yeah.
thought you. What about weekends? I mean, well, no, you don't have it.
My schedules are like every week I have a different day off and they can be anywhere during the week.
Ah, I
So,
see. Okay.
yeah.
It's a little bit harder to do. Yeah. I'm pretty lucky in the sense that my local game store is in the middle of my work and my house. So I just go from my work to the game store to my house. And it
Yeah.
actually saves me some time because traffic dies down too.
Hmm.
So it's like,
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
yeah, have a lot of fun too. And then sometimes I've been meeting some of my other players and we like hang out before we play the games and stuff. So
Hmm.
that's pretty fun too. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember when I went for to that tournament, I was kind of nervous because I didn't really know anyone. Just a few people from talking like online and like from
Mm-hmm.
text. But yeah, it was pretty fun. I really
Mm.
like the ambient for on tournaments and everything, like in person tournaments. It's always different.
Yeah. This is actually my first time playing like a tournament slash card game in person or just like in general, I think. And it was really fun. So
Hmm.
everyone's really friendly. And yeah, it's great. I actually also got my deck as a gift too from one of my
Hmm.
friends who unfortunately doesn't play anymore. But
Well, it's always
yeah.
better when we have friends that play.
Hmm. Yeah. Getting more friends too from all these work tournaments and stuff. So
Yeah,
enjoyed. Mm,
it's pretty cool.
yeah. Do you have a
Uh,
favorite deck that you're playing so far?
uh, I'm really liking Diagram, but yeah,
Diagram?
I want to try other stuff out. But I kind of like it with the minuses and everything. Just those cards with shadow and stuff like that are pretty annoying to me.
Oh yeah. Well, you know what? My deck has a lot of. I use Lancer, so
Hmm.
Shadow is like it's a little bit bothersome, but it's not too bad
Yeah,
because I just Lancer through them, so it's all good. Because of my
trample them and do damage still.
yeah, that's a nice thing about Bang that's coming out. Just Lancer through them.
Hmm.
Lancer through your what's Zhao Yun? I don't know. I'm bad at pronouncing names, but yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. All right. To, I guess, wrap it up, is there like anything, oops, any socials or anything that you want to shout out just to put on the description, or just a store or something like that?
I mean, I guess I can shout out my art Instagram. But even though it doesn't really have any Wecross stuff on it. Oh, I have a Wecross. I have a picture of at that I might post later on. So sure. Um, I'll shout out my art Instagram.
All right. I'll leave it then in the description afterwards. Even though I don't have that many subscribers, people will be able to just check it out.
Hmm. Thanks for the opportunity. Thanks for the interview and everything like that.
Well, I thank you, and I've been saying this to everyone. I really thank all three of you that like accepted this and were welcoming. And even though I just said that I was just starting out, ditching out WeCross stuff, everyone was like, "Yeah, sure, I would be glad to. It would be really fun." And yeah, I'm really grateful to all of you to just let me do it.
Yeah. Good luck on it. I hope that it grows a lot and stuff. So
Yeah,
you
I
seem
hope
like a
so
very
too.
fun and charismatic dude. So yeah.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I hope it works out. the
You
putting
got this.
stuff
You
out.
got this. Yeah.
Maybe. All right. I'll not be taking any more of your time.